Hey everybody, welcome back. You didn't try to do your thing. You weren't even thinking about it. Welcome back, movie review time.
I just threw you off.
And she did. Where we geek out about a movie we just saw, and tonight we just saw Ghost in the Shell. Cool, and this is going to be your no-spoiler review. We're just going to take a few minutes to give you our overall feelings and opinions on this movie. If you would like all the spoiler review, there's a link in the description below, or something's popping up right about now. You can click on that instead and enjoy all the spoilery goodness. Cool? Cool. Okay, so we're just going to keep this brief. Really, well, before we get into it, I just saw the original Ghost in the Shell anime movie a few days ago. That's all I've seen. Mm-hmm. What have you seen?
I've seen the original movie. I saw the animated series that came out early 2000s.
Something Complex?
Yeah, Standalone Complex.
Standalone Complex.
And I can't remember if I saw Second Gig or not.
Okay.
However, I did not see the movie that came out last year.
Okay.
There's another animated one.
Gotcha. Well, I just wanted
to Arise.
Okay, just wanted to give you guys that for context. So I really loved this movie. I thought it was awesome. There's a couple spots I think it could be better, but I still think it was really good. I think there's a lot of great love for the actual original anime in there. Lots of shots straight out of it. Some of the music felt straight out of it. I thought Scarlett Johansson was fantastic. I loved Bato.
Yeah.
Bato in this was great. I love that they expanded on the story a little bit. They twisted the story a little bit, but kind of stayed true to the anime story. Yeah. So very cool. A beautiful film. Great designs, great sets, great costumes, great animatronics, great effects. Just really stellar in all that regards. Yeah. Your thoughts? Are you just... I think we're going to kind of mostly agree on this movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Of course, this is one of those movies that I'm like really into the visuals. That's my thing.
Yeah, if you guys have seen any of her stuff, you know she's way more visual than
but
story.
But the story's really good too.
Makes more sense than the anime.
The anime made plenty of sense.
We've talked about this. The main story of the anime I could totally follow, but a lot of the stuff surrounding the main story was very glossed over in the anime, and I thought it was more well communicated here.
Yeah. But anywho, I just want to get into spoilers.
I know, but we can give them a few more minutes because there's plenty we can say. Because not everybody gets to see them as early as we do. We just did a live stream. You guys might want to check that out. And a lot of people are like, "Well, I get to see it Saturday, or I get to see it later in the week." And sometimes they just want to hear if it's cool or not. Because apparently,
it's cool. Go watch it.
People like our opinions.
Now.
I would say some of my minor drawbacks, and I'm not going to give any specifics, but I'm of two minds of the end of this movie. In a lot of ways, it's really cool and I really love it. In a lot of ways, I wish it was a little more true to things.
But you can't have it both ways.
I know, and I agree with that. It's just one of those things I'm still wrapping my head around because we just saw the movie live streamed and now we're filming in the rain and lightning. I thought we talked briefly about this before we got in the car too. The action is good, but there could have been more of kind of the action. A little bit, because you get the sense from the trailers this is going to be a very action-y movie, and it's really not.
Yeah, the best way to explain it is it's like a really good episode of Arrow level of action.
Like they're high quality action scenes.
Yeah, because they have some fantastically choreographed action scenes for a TV show. But at the same time, in the movie though, they're a bit shorter than what you would expect.
They're pretty abrupt, and I think they would have been improved. It wasn't poorly done. It was not poorly executed, but I think it could have been better in the sense of I wish they had taken a little bit more of a almost Matrix style in terms of choreograph the camera with the fights instead of it just being kind of cut to this part, so the camera kind of moves with the characters. I would have liked that, but that's really my only complaint.
My argument would kind of be they are an actual trained fighting unit, and in terms of their job is to get in there and take things down as quickly as possible.
Right, and again, that's more an argument on the length. You could just throw more bad guys at them or something, So that was one of the minor disappointments, but still, the story and everything and the visuals are so gorgeous. It's hard to complain about all of that. So I'm not really complaining. It's just one of those things I got to think more about. Love the music. Want to download it. Yeah. Very much in vein of the anime. It's cool to have seen the anime. You don't have to. You can go in this movie, just see this movie. It's perfectly self-contained story. But I am really happy I did see the anime, I think, because I enjoyed it more because then when they have all these references that are shots right out of it and stuff, or moments right out of it,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I wanted to see this brought into a live action stage.
Actually, I do have one other thing to add.
All right.
For those of you who have some issues with the whole whitewashing thing, they actually have taken steps to address that in the movie.
Really? See, this we probably can't get into as deep as I want to in non-spoiler, but I feel like the anime was more clear about the race part of it than the movie was.
The anime didn't even address the race.
Yeah, oh no, and like the opening title crawl, there's like a line about there are no races anymore. Like everybody was the same race in the anime. Whereas there are multiple races in this. And I'm not saying one is good, one's not. I'm just saying it's a little different for me, I thought.
The thing is, there were distinctive visual differences where you could tell Major still looks fucking Caucasian in the anime. I'm sorry.
She does.
But there are other people who are clearly more, Asian, descent.
I know, even though they say all races
Especially
are
the guys.
gone, yeah, it was a little, but anyways. I mean, I don't think that affected this at all.
Which her partner,
Lord.
Is it Tokugawa?
I don't know, but you're going to need to speak up over the rain.
Tokugawa, who's like the fully human guy. In the anime, he looks completely American with like an 80s mullet or 90s mullet and all.
Yeah, and then this he was...
And this one, he's very Japanese.
Yeah, so I was actually very surprised by all that, quite honestly, because I thought maybe they would stick a little more true to that in the movie. But...
Although the casting for the director of Section 9 was dead on.
Yeah, the head of Section 9 was perfect.
Yeah.
It really was. As soon as he was on the screen, I'm like, oh, that is cool. Like the camo stuff is pretty cool, the way that works. Some of the issues with the anime are addressed. I won't talk about that here. We can talk about that in spoilers. So that's pretty cool. Like some of the things that in the everything wrong with video, I'm like, oh good, they didn't do that in this actual movie. Good pacing. It never dragged. It was about the right length of time. No post-credit scene, for those of you wondering, so,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just a really cool movie. I'm really excited I saw it. And it's one of those, like, I could get excited about a sequel, but I don't know that we necessarily need one. It's a pretty well self-contained story.
Yeah.
I didn't... Unlike most of the movies coming out in this day and age, I don't feel like they necessarily, or at least it wasn't in your face about, oh, we're building a franchise. It's like, no, we're going to make this awesome movie.
Oh, that's one of those things where they can do standalone stories.
Yeah, just kind of in that universe if they need to. But yeah, very cool. The opening is great too. I love the opening. Very much out of the anime. Very cool stuff. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. I think if you're a fan of the anime, you're going to enjoy this for various reasons to different degrees. If it just looked like a cool movie to you, I think you're really going to enjoy it as a cool movie.
Yeah.
I know some people are going to maybe make some Matrix comparisons in terms of storytelling and stuff. Please understand, The Matrix was very influenced by this story, not the other way around, because the anime movie came out in like 95, which was like a few years, because Matrix was 99, but the manga had been out like 6 years before that animated movie.
Yeah.
So just so you know. But yeah, so I give it a yep. Yep, cool. All right, well, guys, don't spoil here, but if you're going to go see it, or you're excited about it, or you agree or disagree, you can say those in these comments. We'd love to hear that. But if you want to talk spoilers, please jump on over to the spoiler video and do that there. Don't ruin other people's good times. But other than that, you can click that thumbs up button, give us a thumb of encouragement. We do love to be encouraged. We're going to get out of here and talk some spoilers, so we'll see you all later.